People, welcome back to Global Happenings. Today, Nigerians are already on their heels for 2020 presidential election, but there are still a lot of things happening right away. Fairly recently, Pa Adebanjo had come out openly to endorse the person of Peter Obi, and he said the man is competent. He has what it takes, to take Nigeria from where we are, the Mary Clay, to the topmost top. But right now, he's facing a lot of lambasting from Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the presidential aspirant of People Democratic Party. You will hear what he has to say, talking about Bola Ahmed Tinubu, about Pa Aranjo, and his support for Peter Obi. And also, in another related development, an APC chieftain in the southeast has spoken that he will not support the person of Bola Ahmed Tinubu. He has stated his reason why he won't and why he should support Peter Obi. All of this is going to be coming in a jiffy. But before we continue, if you're not subscribed to our channel, please do well, hit on the red subscribe button and also the bell icon so that you can get notification anytime we publish our videos. The presidential candidate of the All Progressive Congress, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, has lambasted Afenifere leader Pa Ayo Adebanjo for claiming the Pan-Yoruba Sociocultural Organization has endorsed the Labour Party presidential flag bearer Peter Obi as its candidate for the upcoming election. Recall that the National Publicity Secretary of Afenifere, Jare Ajayi, had in a statement on July 23rd said Ahmed Tinubu's presidential candidate of the All Progressive Congress APC will only give continuity to Buhari's incompetence. We know Peter Obi very well. That is why we endorse him. Also, Peter Obi had in a tweet on August 23rd said that he visited the leadership of the group. According to him, he said presently visiting Pa Ayo Adebanjo and members of the South and Middle Belt Leadership Forum, the national leader of the Labour Party and other stakeholders are here too. However, in a statement issued on Saturday by Bayo Onanuga, Director of Media and Publicity, APC Presidential Campaign Council, Tinubu alleged that Pa Adebanjo has turned Afenifere into his personal property. The former Lagos State Governor described Adebanjo as the leader of Ohanifere venture, insisting that an individual cannot equate himself with the sociocultural and sociopolitical organization. The statement read partly, Papa Ayo Adebanjo does not speak for Afenifere. He is free as an individual to speak and support anyone he likes in furtherance of his democratic right. We know for a fact that Baba has turned Afenifere into his personal estate as acting leader. We are also certain that there was no way Afenifere, as we know it, met and took a decision to adopt Peter Obi as a candidate for the 2023 presidential election. We respect the age of Baba Adebanjo, but he cannot turn Afenifere into his personal franchise for any political affiliation. Meanwhile, in another development, the member of the board of trustee of the All Progressive Congress from Abia State, Benjamin Apugo, has adduced reason he is not supporting the 2023 presidential candidate of the APC, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, despite being a party chieftain. Can we recall that Tinubu had in June this year emerged as the APC presidential flag bearer? The former Lagos State Governor scored 1,271 votes to defeat his closest contender, Rotimi Amechi, who scored 316 votes, and Vice President Yemi Osinbajo, who scored 235 votes. However, Apugo, while addressing a cross-section of journalists at Nkata Ibeku Country Home in Umuohia North Local Government Area of Abia State, recently maintained that he was not aware of Tinubu's presidential bid as he was neither informed nor consulted by the ex-Lagos governor before or during the concluded presidential primary election conducted by the party leadership. According to him, he said, I don't know him as a presidential candidate of APC. I am on the same level as him in APC. Tinubu has not talked to me. How do I support someone whom I don't know his political ambition, and nobody has come to say Tinubu sent him to see me. On Muslim ticket filed by the All Progressive Congress for the 2023 presidential election, Apogo opined that Nigerians are yearning for competent and responsive leadership at all levels of the country, insisting that the party's decision in filing a presidential candidate and running mate of the Muslim backgrounds would not in any way affect his personal choice of presidential candidate and his decision not to support or vote the presidential candidate of the APC. According to him, he said, I told you earlier that I don't know Tinubu has not come to me, so any time that or anything that he doesn't in any way affect my decision about him or about me not knowing him. On the rumor that he is backing Labour Party in the forthcoming 2023 general election in the country, Pugoro are supporting candidates based on political party affiliation, reiterating that he would throw his weight behind competent candidate and not on party affiliation as done before. His words, he said, let us not be sentimental about Peter Obi being an Igbo man. That sentiment, we are going to vote for the right person. We will vote the right person. I won't be sentimental about Peter Obi, whether he is an Hausa man and I decide to vote for him. I will vote for him. Let's stop talking about Peter Obi being an Igbo man. From what we have been seeing, is it only the Igbo man that are supporting Peter Obi? We are not supporting Peter Obi because he's an Igbo man. We are talking about the right people to be elected into leadership positions of the country. Let me tell you that what this Peter Obi thing has done for the Igbo man, he has wiped out Biafra. This is quite interesting to hear all that this man has said. All right, first of all, looking at the issue of Afenifere, Afenifere is, we all know that it's a Yoruba social-cultural organization, but we have to understand that 2023 election has gone beyond ethnicity, has gone beyond party affiliation. We are coming from somewhere. 8 years ago, it sounded as if party affiliation and ethnicity is good enough to fix someone in that position, but we have all seen what Nigerians have turned out to be for these 8 years. Now, the question is, if we give this 8 years again to someone who is lackadaisical about our security, someone who is lackadaisical about our economic life, someone who is lackadaisical about the future of Nigerian youth, what will be the position of Nigeria after his 16 years or after his 8 years? That should ring a reasonable bell. I think that's on that ground, Pa Adebanjo decides to take his stand that, hey, I don't care whether you are a Yoruba man or whether you are an Igbo man. What I want to see is the day I close my eyes and leave the shores of this world, I will be proud of myself that I supported somebody who can keep Nigeria as a nation and can cause it to grow to a glorious level. You understand? So right now, I don't think that Afenifere should shift its ground. I mean, the entirety of Afenifere. And already we have seen the level of reasonability coming in thus far from the Yoruba guys. A lady said that no matter what they do, he's going to vote for Peter Obi. It's not because of ethnicity and all of that. Already we can see that this old man has no power. If it was Osinbanjo, one could say, okay, Osinbanjo, this man, okay, he has capacity for the few days that he was given the right to run the country. This was how things were positioned and all of that. And then, it will be gross high level of wisdom. But with this old man, nobody will support him. We have already seen signs that bringing him there will mean his vice being the president. And that's one thing Nigerians won't want to see. That's what we like to